I'm out of gears.
Hi, I'm Eunji. I used to be a cyclist, but I have retired.
Okay, what do you mean by retired? You weren't professional.
Well, I used to ride a lot. I used to care a lot about serious stuff like power curve, FTP, and heart rate, elevation gain, all that good stuff. I used to ride with lots of fast people. I used to be pretty fast, but a lot of things happened since then. I've lost a lot of power, and so I am trying to get back to fitness.
Okay, and do you have a specific goal other than just getting back to some level of fitness? Is there anything more specific?
Yes, I am trying to join Gran Fondo, which is an event that will be held in September. It's about 160 kilometers ride with 3,000 meters elevation gain, which is a big climb. I think most I've done is maybe 2,000 or so. So it's going to be very tough for me. I'm gonna need a lot of training.
Okay, at your current state, would you say that ride is beyond your ability?
If I tried that now, many parts of me will die. But I'm determined to finish this event. I have a good team, so I'm feeling good. I'm a bit apprehensive, to be honest, but I'm excited.
Losing control, I'm gonna explode. Can you bring it back to me? Bring it.
A year ago, I think I'd be talking more, a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, like I'm now at 133 beats per minute, which, do you think I'm at 130 beats per minute right now? Do you think? I know that I'm clearly at like 170 or something. And apparently my Wahoo thinks I'm very zen right now. This is me, zen. Can I talk to you at the top?
Right. So how did you lose so much fitness over the past year?
Well, the big thing was COVID. I know a lot of people had it much worse than I did, but in my case, it was pretty bad for me. The dominant strain at the time was Delta, and so I was picked up by the ambulance and put into quarantine for 10 days. I was pretty sick. I fainted, I coughed up a bit of blood, and I lost about 5 kilograms, which is about 10% of my body weight. And certain symptoms held on even after I tested negative, like for instance, fatigue, coughs, elevated heart rate. I still feel a bit of itchiness in my throat, like I have a lot of sensitivity in my throat. Never really gained back the muscle that I've lost then. And in addition to that illness, I had 2 minor crashes, one just before COVID and one immediately after. Didn't break anything, but I did hurt my shoulders, 2 shoulders over the 2 crash. I had minor abrasions on the sides of my body. It was, through those one disease and 2 crashes, that was enough for me to lose all of the fitness.
Okay, are there any lasting effects of the crashes? Like, do you feel afraid or nervous just getting back on a bike since you had 2 of them quite recently?
Right. So both of the crash happened for the same reason. So, there was something not quite right with my front mech. And so it happened because I was putting a lot of force on my pedal and the chain dropped and I lost balance and I crashed. So since then, I think I lost a lot of faith in my bike and also my bike handling skills, which is very frustrating because I'm back on the bike, I'm trying to train, and I can't trust myself and the bike.
So, are there any other circumstantial lifestyle things that have changed that have maybe contributed also to your lack of fitness?
Yeah, right. So I changed job recently, a few months ago, and so I had to put more focus on work, and so the hours can be pretty demanding. Didn't really have time to train, let alone sleep. So my usual hour would be 9 to 11 or midnight. So that's proved a little difficult for me to train.
And when you think of where you are now compared to where you were prior to all of this stuff, like, how do you feel? Like, knowing that you're struggling, that cycling has become such a difficult thing when before it was just pure joy or whatever.
I mean, it's difficult to believe that, well, actually, I mean, it was difficult to believe that all my year of training had just vanished, especially immediately after the fitness loss. But it was like that 5 stages of grief kind of thing. I had the first stage where I was in denial. I would look at my heart data and then I would look at my power and I would refuse to put the two together. It's like, no, I should not be in this heart rate zone with this kind of meager power. And then I would die in the end because I've overpaced myself. And then I would have what's the next stage?
Denial?
No, anger stage.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have the anger stage, like 2 weeks, it's all gone. Then I went through bargaining, depression, and now I've come to a peaceful stage of acceptance. So yeah, my Wahoo would often, pause on a very big climb, and I'm totally zen. Yeah, it's all okay. I'm still working, but yeah, you go to sleep. I'll wake you up in a bit.
That felt tougher than I should. My body remembers how to ride these slopes. Like, okay, I should get out of the saddle and then just power it through. Except I don't have power, so I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down. Yeah, it's a little disheartening, but I'm used to disappointments at this point. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, but I don't think I deserve my pants anymore. That's pretty okay at bikes. My socks and my bibs. Yeah, I used to.
So what is your training plan to prepare for the Sooty Smith Gran Fondo?
Well, I thought you could see it right here. So starting out, I would need to relearn how to enjoy the suffering on the bike. So I'm going to put in at least one hard ride during the week, and I'll really try to push myself on those rides, make my power graph look red. I will try to squeeze in another ride during the week, maybe the local climb, or if I can't make it, I'll switch that to maybe a gym session to stay fit. And I will continue my Brompton training. It's my 5-kilometer Brompton ride to work every day, sometimes back. If I'm too tired, my Brompton sleeps over at my office. But yeah, I'm hopeful because I am not only the local legend in these commuting rides, but sometimes if I'm running late, I do get trophies on my Brompton.
All right, tomorrow is the second Sunday of May. Tomorrow is sort of day one. What's the plan for tomorrow?
So tomorrow we will do a local climb circuit to get the baseline numbers so that I have something to compare to my days of glory and my days of glory to come.
What do you think? No doubts about your ability to get to where you need to be.
Short answer, no. But I want you to put on a disclaimer. And then can you help me put on like the disclaimer text that I want? Mm-hmm. It will probably say like past performance does not guarantee future performance, blah, blah, blah. I have like the whole text. So can you put that on a post screen or something?
Only if I can include this as the actual end of this.
No,